You are tuned into this edition of After the Show. Listen, I'm here this after the show. If you haven't seen some of the prior episodes, this is where we sit down and talk to some of the hosts. We get a little bit more inside their head and learn a little bit about them. So today I'm with DJ Rated AG. What's up, man?
What's going on with you, brother?
Listen, y'all know, if you don't know, on Saturdays, Slow Motion Saturdays comes on from 2 to 4. This past Saturday, I said the playlist was it was on. it was definitely on. But I'm sitting here with the man, y'all know, the myth, the legend, DJ Rated AG, and he's been with us for some time. But AG, for people that's living under a rock, I say people that don't know anything would be the only people that don't know you. But just tell people a little bit about yourself.
All right. Well, again, my mama named me Antoine, but this character I play is DJ Rated AG. I DJ. Any type of event, but right now I'm mostly shifting towards a lot of milestone events, i.e. wedding receptions, graduation parties, events that mean more and they last beyond that night. I've been DJing for 13 years. I've been in radio for like 8 years now. I started off with Power 92 in Bloomington, Illinois. Then I went to WXRJ 94.9 FM. Then I transitioned to Rated AG Radio on Spreaker. And then, one day the forces that be aligned, and I was able to get on with Soar Radio and start Slow Motion Saturdays, as Justin mentioned, comes on from 2 to 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I'm glad to have the platform because Soar Radio is moving very fast. I've worked with a radio station from the ground up, and to see the rise that Soar has done within the past couple years or so is crazy. I mean, you should be going to award shows only. Soar's have been an award show, and rightfully so, because the moves that they've been making, the progress that they've been making, it puts yourself in a position to actually give awards to people, to be credible enough to say, we're awarding these people for this reason, and this is why we deserve to do so. And then also going to the award show, Stellar Awards, right?
Yes, sir.
And listen, that's huge right there, and that really is from. And I talked about this on the show yesterday. That's from a station or an organization, if you will, taking the time to celebrate their greatness in a way that's it's purposeful. Mm-hmm. So it's one thing to brag, and I don't think Soar Radio does it. I think what Soar Radio does is just acknowledges the great things that the station does, acknowledges the people that works for the station that does work. Kenneth, who's here recording right now. Mm-hmm. Hard working, and so to me,
day in and day out,
it makes sense the progress that has been made that quickly with Soar Radio, and I'm just glad to be a part of it, man.
Well, you told your lineage of somewhere, and we're gonna get to your show in a second, but you started with all these different things, and so AG came from your name. You said
Antoine George.
George.
That's what my mom and dad named me.
So AG, I've seen you not just locally, but I've seen you via social media all over the world DJing at some big parties, some different events. Why do you enjoy DJing so much? Because that's not even your full-time job. So why do you enjoy DJing? What do you get out of it? You don't need it money-wise.
Well, I think as art is concerned in particular, that's been something I've been doing since a kid. Mm-hmm. And not actually on the ones and twos. Obviously, I didn't have turntables at 5 years old or whatever. But I've always had an interest in music. I had a Singleodian years ago. It's basically like a karaoke machine type of thing. I've had a Yamaha keyboard, department store keyboards as a kid. And I honestly believe that if you can do one, you can do the other. So the same way you transition from singing to radio very smoothly, it's kind of like the same way that, Kenneth can transition from working on this type of show and this type of show. It doesn't matter the show. It really is the same thing. So for me, DJing in particular, I love music. I love to see people have a good time. And where I'm at now, I love to assist in making lifelong memory for someone's special occasion. There's times that I get letters in the mail, pictures in the mail. I had a picture from a bride that I DJ'd for, and she said her father had never danced. She'd never seen her father dance.
Oh, wow.
But the first time she watched her father dance was when he danced with her at her wedding reception. So she sends me this picture with this note on it in the mail. That means more than any money.
Wow.
Or anything, and I've traveled the world, but if I could get that right there, I could stay in one place. I don't really care about traveling the world like that. like that I could be a part of someone's lasting memory.
Well, as I said about after the show, I want to kind of talk more. And, the hosts are so busy interviewing other people and playing other people, and you DJ and shout out other people. But tell me, since you DJ, has it been like a horrible DJ experience? Like, has it been that one, you don't have to say names, but has it been that one that was just a wreck and what made it so bad? DJing, was it just one horrible thing?
We all got stories like that, and then I think that, they're far and few depending on how professional you are and how often you work with professional versus unprofessional people. If I can't sit here and say that one particular story comes to mind, but I can remember a wedding, because I'll stick with that right now, because it was last year. And, we have this agenda that we go over where we figure out what songs we're going to play, how the segments are going to go. And the bride didn't do anything that we discussed. Like, nothing went according to plan. Everything was just thrown off. I was getting frustrated. And then as it ended, I recall thinking to myself, because she was in heaven.
Oh, wow.
She was happy. She didn't care. All she cared about was her husband and marrying that man on that day. And so as I initially left with this idea, like, I can't believe she didn't follow the schedule. I can't believe that, who would do that to their wedding? Then it came to, understand, not everyone gets married for the wedding.
That's true.
There's a lot of people that get married for the marriage, and that's what she was doing. So
some people do get married for the wedding.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Some people definitely do it for the show, and then I'll be honest, I've DJed for people who have gotten divorced, probably in my more unhumbling times, I probably suggested to do their divorce party, but.
Oh, wow.
Because I specialize in all occasions.
Yeah, you don't discriminate.
I don't.
Is there any DJ thing? Is there anywhere you won't DJ, or have you had to turn down?
Anything anymore that has a white T-shirt thing to it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So like if it's Pookie and Ray Ray, Killer Birthday Bash, please. Like I love my kids. I love breathing. Yeah. I don't even want to tell you no. Just don't.
And make sure but whoever it is need to send a deposit though, right? Yeah. you don't go where no deposit is, right?
I need the deposit. So there's been those issues before. But here's the thing. I don't want to dwell on that. The thing is, there's a way that you can make sure a lot of stuff don't happen.
Yeah.
So, while I would love to point fingers, because there was times in the past that, bad DJ experiences, I would say it was his fault. It was that, at the end of the day, you can feel people out to tell if you should even be working with them. You definitely can request your deposit up front. If you don't do that, you put yourself in a position to be disappointed. Period, point blank. And that's not on the customer. That's on you, the professional, whatever you are.
Now, I want to point out, too, apart from the DJing, you're very well educated. You have your degrees. You got your books. Tell a little bit about what you do as far as career-wise, some of that.
Well, I work for the Winnebago County Health Department. I deal with medical records for DCFS children, so where they deal with placement and going to court, safety plans, investigation. I basically, along with my staff, deal with medical records.
Okay.
And we basically just make sure that the medical needs are met for the kids by communicating with the foster parents, by talking with medical providers, by communicating with the DCFS caseworkers, and we do a lot of copy and fax, and I actually do a lot of going into the community so that people can know about what our program does. So I go to a lot of meetings about public health. For example, Chazzy had a meeting, that's the Children Home and Aid Society, and they just, it's like a banquet. But what I try to do is either get on the agenda so I can speak on behalf of HealthWorks, or I just go around smiling and meeting people and giving my card out. But at the end of the day, you're gonna get this health work. Mm-hmm. You're gonna get this health work. That's my slogan now. And I think that since I've been in the position, been 2.5 years, the name HealthWorks has become more prevalent in the minds of people in the community, and therefore the kids' needs can be met. Other than that, I have my master's degree. I got it at Judson University, Master of Arts in Organizational Leadership. And for me, I did it not because I think that it's really that important, as far as who you are as a person. I did it because at the end of the day, there's a system, and it puts you in a conversation to make certain decisions in your life. Mm-hmm. So, if I want to be in management, if I want to make a certain amount of money, live a certain type of lifestyle, you have to have a master's degree. And also, if you want to relocate, that's what a master's degree kind of affords you to do.
So I want to ask you about the show. It's Slow Motion Saturdays. What can people expect?
Well, you can expect old school R&B. And here's the thing with me, you know, I play new music in the club.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I will. You know, we talked about. I jokingly said Pookie and Ray Ray. That's you know that's our humor.
Yeah.
But my point is, I'd rather not play a bunch of new music. You know, here and there some, because some of it is good, some of it is just garbage. That's just how I feel. R&B is that thing that everyone can relate to. It's a music that no matter where you are in life, no matter how much money you make, what position you feel you hold, whether you gangster or you know shy, everyone loves R&B music. Mm-hmm. You know, everyone has a favorite, you know, genre of it, if you will, like decade. I'm a 90s R&B music head myself. Yeah. There's no band better than Jodeci, but anyone that wants to debate on this post, that's fine. But again, and you know, the New Edition story, you know, and that's really, I'm glad you brought that up, because the amount of kids that didn't know who New Edition was,
they're singing it now.
They're singing it now, mm-hmm. and they really want to do more, delving into the history to find out more. That's what music, you know, that's what R&B does in particular. Mm-hmm. R&B has that type of effect on people, and I'm glad that I'm well versed in it, and that it's a type of music that everyone can relate to. So, by live Facebook show, I was doing a lot of hip hop, I was doing a lot of rap, a lot of this and that. I've actually, for the most part, converted to all R&B now.
And see, R&B, they have some classic music. And one thing I love about AG's show too, Slow Motions, is because if you guys don't know, Soar Saturday, or I guess I should say Sunday through Saturday, it's just pretty much inspirational. I don't like to just say gospel because it's just inspirational. But on Saturdays, we just have soul. If you didn't know, we have other genres of music we play. Soul and
R&B is inspirational too.
R&B is. And hey, we got here because of love. So
see, that's where I wasn't gonna go.
So I love his show though too, and how it is too. So, but listen, before you go, I want to ask: do you have a favorite song that you love to play?
Man, there's a few. One is it's the '80s song. I'm at Moments in Love.
Okay.
Moments in Love by I know the song. I play it every week, just about. But Moments in Love, you look it up, you'll find it.
I know you let a Marcus Houston song.
Well, no, I like that at wedding receptions.
Okay.
But honestly, there's a song by Maxwell called Something Something.
Okay.
It was on the Love Jones soundtrack. I'm a big fan of Neo Soul. That song right there is inspirational in more ways than one. And I would suggest that if you've never heard it, either watch Love Jones or just look it up on YouTube. Maxwell, Something Something. There's a step-in version, but then there's also a slow, like this neurotic version. I can't even explain the musical arrangement in that, but it's brilliant, and I love it.
And the last thing I want to ask you, if you could interview one person on your show, who would it be?
Martin Lawrence. I know he has nothing to do with music, but I just really have to meet Martin Lawrence in my lifetime. I'm a big Martin fan. I have every DVD, every show. There's not a quote you can get past me that I won't catch and be like, I know where you got that from.
Martin,
so, yeah.
Everybody know Martin. Well, listen, don't forget Saturdays, Slow Motion, AG. You got a movement you're doing even locally. You got the Young People Initiative.
Art Life Academy.
Art Life Academy. You can check him out. Hit up his page for any more info. But in the meantime, make sure you listen to him Saturdays, 2 p.m. Y'all be blessed.